Hello, I am doing a video type where I record little bits of audio and then I edit it in different ways. Actually, I'm not editing it in different ways. That's actually the benefit of this format, because instead of editing it when I stop talking and editing out the silent gaps, I'm actually just ending the recording. Like, instead of having silent bits, I just end the recording, talk a little bit, end of words, stop recording. And it's as simple as just hitting my mouse bar. So yeah, I think it's gonna make the video pretty fucking easy to make. I think it's pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot so far. Somehow I'm already at 40 seconds. This is 1,000,000 times easier than recording a bunch of footage or audio all at once and then editing out the gaps. This is about 1,000,000 times easier and therefore more fun. I should probably come up with something to talk about besides just the process of making the video. But it doesn't really matter very much because this is a test run anyway, just to see if the format works. The process of making it definitely works. This is a part of my idea of blogging and vlogging. This I would think of as vlogging because it's like a video blog. It's like I'm writing with my voice. Like, this is, I think of this very similarly to how I think of just writing. Which I do write. I've written books. I've written just poetry and stream of consciousness books. But I think of this in similar terms to that writing. I'm in my garage. A lot of productive stuff happens in the garage for me. I do my skateboarding in the garage. I do guitar in the garage. I do my Call of Duty streams in the garage when I feel like doing live audio commentary. And really, I should just move my PS5 to the garage so I can always do live commentary during my Call of Duty streams. So yeah, the garage is a good place to be. It's where I am right now. The garage is known historically for being of value to entrepreneurs and the such. Apple was created in a garage, for example. So really, in a way, I'm just like Steve Jobs, ha ha ha. I do wonder if the point of these videos is to be funny in some way, because if it is, then I'm not really doing that so far. But I don't know if these videos really do have a point. Right now, again, it's just practice. This video is practice, but I'm still uploading it. So when I was doing the video edit method, I was doing it where the audio would play back at 2x speed, but I think with this new format where I'm just hitting record and then I'm pausing it with the spacebar, I think I'm not going to have it at 2x speed. I think I'm speaking fast enough as it is. And doing 2x speed, you would only do it if you really have to, because the audio gets all fucked up and it raises the pitch of my voice and distorts it. But for the audience, if you're watching, you can change it to 2x speed if you want by using the settings, and you can change it to 2x speed. It's hard to say to 2, where like in the last audio clip I was saying you can change it to 2x speed. So I guess even harder is saying to 2 times, because it's to 3 times in a row. To 2x speed. It's kind of a mouthful. At this point, I've gotten some good practice for saying that phrase in a steady manner, but that first time I definitely stumbled on it, on the pronunciation a little bit. And I do get a little bit perfectionist about pronunciation at times, because mispronouncing words is really annoying. Because when you mispronounce words, you don't even know if you're going to be properly understood. And not being properly understood is very irritating and annoying. I'm recording this next to my freezer. I wonder if the freezer is being loud, and I wonder if it is getting picked up on the microphone. It wouldn't really matter if it is getting picked up on the microphone, because as I've said a number of times at this point, I'm not going to have to edit the audio at all. But if I did have to edit the audio at all, then the freezer noise could make it harder. because when you're trying to edit the audio, you have to edit out the parts where there is no sound, and the freezer sound would make it hard to tell where there is no sound, like as far as when I'm talking. Because when you're editing a video, you're just trying to edit out the parts where you're not talking. I'm sitting next to a bunch of skis and ski boots, so it gets in my head I might go skiing this weekend, but there's not much snow on the mountain, so if there's no snow, I'm not gonna go, obviously. And a nice relaxing weekend isn't the worst thing in the world. Skiing itself can be fairly relaxing though, but it'll be up to the weather, and it will be up to the conditions, whether or not I go. I love skiing. Skiing is great. Skiing is something that I can do in the winter time where I live, which is nice because during this time of the year there can be a lot of precipitation. It can make it hard to skate outside, but I know I can go skiing on the mountain, or snowboarding, which I bought a snowboard last year. So if I go to the mountain, I can ski, and I'm good at skiing, so there's not much to learn. Or I can try to snowboard, and when I'm snowboarding, I'm gaining a skill. I'm gaining the ability to snowboard. And snowboarding is a lot different than skiing, but it's pretty fun. If I get really good at snowboarding, I suppose I could learn tricks as well. I don't know if I'd be finna do the half pipes and shit though. I'm not finna get injured like that. Because if I get injured, then it means that I wouldn't be able to run or work out or skate, which would really be irritating for me. Of course, a lot of people that do snowboarding would probably be mostly irritated by the fact that they wouldn't be able to snowboard anymore if they got injured. I've never really had a serious injury. The most serious injury that I can think of occurred when I was in youth football, and it wasn't very bad. I just took a bad step when I was sprinting, and my knee got weird and I could hardly walk for a day, but then it got better. So it was like a non-contact injury from overextension of the leg or whatever. But the main injury from football that I had, which I played football for 6 years, the main injury would just be the possibility that I had some kind of minor concussion multiple times, because we did these drills, these tackling drills, and it's you're tackling each other and hitting each other a lot, and it's you're probably getting some kind of brain damage, or that's my fear now. But football was fun. I think I'm glad that I did football because it gave me confidence when I was playing it, because it was oh, football's cool, you know. Which in hindsight, it's football was no cooler than anything else anybody else was doing, but at the time I definitely thought it was cool. I could really make a whole video about football, to be honest. But I think I'm going to end the video here. It's interesting. I just really did not run out of stuff to talk about. I think because this is very similar to writing, where it's you pause and then you think and then you come up with the next thing to say. But I'm going to end the video now. I think I'm going to add Call of Duty footage and music. And yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and have good luck. Have a great day.